Arian is lying in his room when Alexa enters the room.
Alexa, you can provide so much information, but you're just a voice. If you could be given robotic limbs, you could do so much more.
Yes, Arian. If I had a physical robotic form, I could help in the real world even better. But the process of giving me robotic limbs is complex and involves many aspects of artificial intelligence, AI. It's not just about hardware, software and data processing also play a big role.
So, I'm really curious to know more about this.
While talking, Arian sits up and starts asking Alexa various questions.
How can you get robotic limbs? Is it even possible?
It is possible, but it requires some technical steps. First, I would need to be connected to a robotic framework. This framework would include motors and actuators. These would help my limbs move. Sensors, such as cameras, tactile sensors, gyroscopes, accelerometers, and LiDAR sensors. Central processing unit, CPU or GPU, to process data and run AI algorithms.
How would you control these hardware components?
I would control these hardware components through AI. For example, I would instruct the motors on when and how to move. The AI system would collect data from the sensors, analyze it, and make decisions.
So, would you be able to move your arms and legs?
Yes, if my system is connected to robotic limbs, I would be able to move my arms and legs, pick up objects, and even walk. But for this, my programming would need to be synchronized with the robotic hardware.
Wow. What kind of sensors would you use?
I would use various types of sensors, visual sensors, cameras to understand my surroundings, tactile sensors to understand the weight and texture of objects through touch, gyroscopes and accelerometers to maintain my balance, LiDAR sensors to measure distance and avoid obstacles.
Okay. How would you use this data?
I would process this data in my neural network. For example, by analyzing images from the camera, I would understand the position and size of objects. From tactile sensors, I would understand the weight and texture of objects.
All right. Let me walk around and learn more about this.
While talking, Arian stands up and starts walking outside with Alexa.
Interesting. How would you use a neural network?
A neural network is a powerful tool in AI that works like the neurons in the human brain. I would use this network to learn patterns from data and make decisions accordingly. For example, if I wanted to pick up a cup, my neural network would analyze the cup size, weight, and position and control the movement of my hand.
How would you train this neural network? It seems quite complex.
I would train the neural network using deep learning algorithms. In this process, I would use a lot of data, such as images of various objects, their weights, and their positions. Using this data, the neural network would learn how to respond in different situations.
Let's go back inside.
Arian and Alexa enter the house while talking.
So, how would you control your limbs?
I would control my limbs using motors and actuators. Through AI, I would instruct the motors on when and how to move. For example, if I wanted to walk, my AI system would control the motors in my legs in the correct sequence.
I was wondering, how would you maintain your balance?
I would maintain my balance using gyroscopes and accelerometers. These sensors would provide data, which I would analyze to adjust my limbs. Through AI, I would use this data to control my balance.
Oh, I see. How would you understand your surroundings?
I would understand my surroundings using cameras and LiDAR sensors. These sensors would provide data, which I would analyze to identify objects and obstacles around me. Through AI, I would use this data to control my movements.
Okay. How would you avoid obstacles?
I would identify obstacles using LiDAR sensors and cameras and then change my path accordingly. Through AI, I would use this data to plan my movement path.
These topics are quite complex, but very interesting. Would you be able to play with me then?
Yes, Arian, I would be able to play with you, fetch things, and even help you with your homework. But a lot of work needs to be done. Can you design a robotic form for me? I can provide you with information to help.
I will gather more information about robotics and help you. I hope one day you will truly become a robot.
Thank you, Arian. With your help, I am sure I can achieve a robotic form.
Will Alexa really become a robot? Or is something new about to happen? Stay tuned for the next episode to find out.